Right now, millions of people think they just have a cold, but inside their bodies, a silent chain reaction has already begun. And what you do in the first 24 hours may decide how hard your body fights or how deeply this virus takes hold. Every winter, it happens again. Emergency rooms begin to fill. Pharmacies run low on cold medicine. Schools send home more and more kids. And across the country, millions of Americans wake up with the same thought: I think I'm getting sick. But what most people don't realize is that the flu doesn't really begin when the fever hits. It begins quietly, hours earlier, deep inside the body. Long before you feel weak, a microscopic invasion is already underway. When an influenza virus enters the nose or mouth, it doesn't wander, it hunts. It locks onto the cells lining your airways and injects them with instructions to make more virus. Not dozens, thousands. Within hours, those hijacked cells rupture, new viral particles spill out, and your immune system finally notices. This is the moment everything changes. Sensors inside your cells trigger emergency signals. Chemical messengers flood the bloodstream. Blood vessels widen. Immune cells mobilize. What you experience as a sore throat is swelling. What you feel as body aches is inflammation. What you call fatigue is your body diverting energy into war. According to the CDC and NIH, this early window, the first 24 hours, is one of the most decisive phases of a flu infection. Because in this window, the virus is multiplying faster than your immune system is fully activated. And what you do here doesn't just treat symptoms, it shapes the entire biological battlefield. Inside your chest, the immune system is assembling its first response teams. White blood cells begin patrolling tissues. Interferons, antiviral proteins, are released to warn neighboring cells. Fever mechanisms prepare to raise your body temperature to slow viral replication. This is not weakness. This is the most complex defense system on Earth going to work. But it needs resources, an environment, and time. When people ignore early flu symptoms and push through workdays, workouts, late nights, and dehydration, they unknowingly sabotage this response. Stress hormones rise, sleep drops, blood sugar fluctuates. Inflammation becomes disorganized. Studies referenced by journals like JAMA and The Lancet consistently show that immune efficiency sharply drops when the body is under metabolic or sleep strain. Your immune cells don't disappear, they become slower, less coordinated, less precise, and the virus gains ground. The first thing your body asks for in the first 24 hours is not medicine. It asks for reduction, less movement, less stimulation, less demand. Because energy is now being rerouted, heart rate changes, liver metabolism shifts, white blood cell production accelerates, bone marrow increases output, mucosal tissues thicken their defensive secretions. Even your brain changes activity patterns, driving fatigue so that you stop and redirect fuel. This is why rest is not comfort, rest is command. Hydration becomes the next biological priority. Fluids are not just replacing sweat or fever loss, they are maintaining blood volume, enabling immune cell transport, regulating temperature, and supporting lymphatic circulation. The lymphatic system, your internal sanitation network, depends almost entirely on fluid movement. Dehydration thickens the very highways immune cells travel on, which is why organizations like Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic consistently emphasize early fluid support as part of infection response. Warm fluids also increase nasal blood flow, supporting mucosal immune activity and helping clear viral debris. Nutrition shifts next. Not heavy meals, but micronutrient delivery. Vitamin C, zinc, protein substrates, electrolytes. Your immune system builds weapons from what you eat. Antibodies are proteins. Signaling molecules are mineral dependent. Cell division requires glucose regulation. Harvard Medical School research highlights that during infection, immune cells dramatically increase their consumption of glucose and amino acids. Food becomes material, not pleasure. Temperature control follows. Fever is often feared. But mild to moderate fever is one of your immune system's oldest tools. Many viruses replicate more slowly at elevated temperatures. Immune cell mobility increases. Chemical signaling accelerates. Suppressing every fever too early may relieve discomfort, but can also blunt part of your immune system's antiviral environment. This is why WHO and CDC guidance focuses not in eliminating fever automatically, but in monitoring it intelligently. And then there is sleep. During deep sleep, immune communication intensifies. Cytokines are regulated. Antibody programming increases. Memory T cells strengthen their recognition patterns. Sleep is when your immune system writes its strategy. Nature Medicine has published multiple studies showing that sleep deprivation after viral exposure significantly increases illness severity and duration. When you don't sleep, your immune system cannot organize. But there is something else happening during these first hours that almost no one feels. Your nervous system is changing immune behavior. The vagus nerve, a massive communication cable between brain and body, actively modulates inflammation. Calm states increase immune precision. High anxiety increases immune noise, which means fear, panic scrolling, work stress, and doom news don't just affect mood, they alter immune chemistry. Your biology listens to your environment. This is why the first 24 hours are not passive, they are programming. They determine whether the immune system builds a controlled, efficient response or a prolonged inflammatory battle. Medical reviews from the BMJ and NIH show that early supportive behaviors, rest, hydration, sleep, and metabolic stabilization consistently correlate with shorter flu duration and lower complication rates. Not because they kill the virus, but because they allow the immune system to kill it faster. And this is where medicine fits. Antiviral medications, when prescribed by a clinician and taken early, can directly interfere with viral replication. Their effectiveness drops significantly after the first 48 hours, which again points back to time. Early response is biology's advantage. Late response is damage control. The flu is rarely defeated by force, it is defeated by environment. When you create the internal conditions that immune systems evolved to operate in, the body often does something extraordinary. It resolves. The fever breaks, energy returns, cells repair, and what felt overwhelming days ago quietly dissolves. The flu surge isn't just about viruses, it's about modern environments colliding with ancient immune systems. And the first 24 hours are where that collision is decided. If you're feeling symptoms now, your body is already working. Your role is not to overpower it. Your role is to support the system that has protected humans for hundreds of thousands of years.
And then he realized it wasn't
This
a
is not
carrot.
folk wisdom. This
That
is
is the
cellular
funniest
strategy,
story, Dad.
and it is still the
I love
foundation
coming out
of
here with
modern
you guys.
medicine. This video is informed by guidance and research from the CDC, NIH, WHO, The Lancet, JAMA, Nature Medicine, BMJ, Harvard Medical School, Mayo Clinic, and Cleveland Clinic.